When I heard about Divine Mercy, it immediately became my last chance, which I thought, because I'm a sinner just like everybody else. But when I heard about Divine Mercy, it gave me hope. It truly gave me hope in what Jesus stands for. And it is my devotion now. And I used to be at a couple other churches that I still help out at, but I came here for this reason, for Divine Mercy. So I can tell you, it is very powerful. There are all these saints here, have a lot of Divine Mercy to do with them, with St. John Paul II, St. Sister Kowalska. We have St. Maximilian Kolbe, St. John Paul II. All these relics are very holy. They come from Divine Mercy. Everything here is from Poland. When the Society of Christ priests came here, they brought a lot of the stuff with them. All the Stations of the Cross were all made in Poland. All these pictures were hand painted in Poland. The relics, they all came from Poland. So you can see what this is about. And I can tell you one of the reasons why we were chosen as a Jubilee Church for the state of Massachusetts is about its beauty, as you can see. If you do come here, we ask you to sit down, spend some time, say some prayers, because in a Jubilee Church, there are 12 of them in Massachusetts, and in a Jubilee Church, when you take the time to come and pray, you will earn an indulgence for you or a family member or soul in purgatory. And that's why we really stress a lot of people to come here, and we think you'll really enjoy it. I can tell you there have been miracles here that have happened, and I was one of them, unfortunately, at that time. I was coming here for 3 o'clock adoration, holy hour, and when I came here, I pulled up outside the church of my vehicle, and as I put my vehicle into park, there was a ball of light that hit me right in the left eye. I went blind after that. I could not see. I panicked a little bit, but as a firefighter, a retired firefighter now for the city of Salem, I knew panic wasn't good, and I controlled my emotions, and I made my way into the church, into the chapel. And Father Robert, who was the pastor at the time, came to me and asked me where I've been, and I basically told him, I'm not doing good, Father. There's a problem, a very serious problem. I believe I had a stroke, and I'm blind right now. So Father went and called the ambulance, the police department, fire department. They had a 3-way response. And then Father came back and gave me the best thing he could do, was gave me the blessing of the sick. By that time, the fire department and everyone showed up and took me to the hospital. They gave me meds, and there was a lot of prayers here going on for me with Father when I left. And I was praying myself in the hospital as well, in the ambulance, going there. And I can tell you, I was very nervous, very scared. But 5 hours later, after all the meds started to work, I started to see like figures, like from a negative in a photo. And then all of a sudden, the negative started to clear up. My eyes were focusing, and I started to see people and faces again. And I knew I was going to be all right. For someone having a stroke like that, it's a very scary situation. But I can tell you, I'm fine. For the grace of God, I'm fine. Thanks be to God.
I came to the, came to the shrine maybe 4 years ago, something like that. I was a Catholic my whole life, fell away, like same story as so many people, especially being around Salem area. And I had my son, and I had to make a choice what kind of mom I was going to be. So I came back to the church. I didn't originally come to the shrine, but as I was raising him, just needed to find out more and more to be closer to God. And I found this place on Divine Mercy Sunday. And I said, what's Divine Mercy Sunday? I didn't even know. So saw it advertised in the paper. They redid all that altar. And when you look at Jesus, you can't help but just be in love with him more. And I've been coming to the shrine ever since that Divine Mercy Sunday. And the people here and the priests are so holy and faithful. You know, my whole history of being Catholic, I never said the rosary before Mass. I never said the Divine Mercy chaplet. There's just so many things that I never even knew about. The relics, I didn't even know what a relic was, just, you know, poorly formed, my own fault too. And you come here and you walk in the door and you see his, you know, his love and his mercy and just, you know, adoration. I didn't even know what adoration was. So, you know, it's a wonderful place, and the beauty of it is it's in a crazy city where people are just out doing things that, you know, they're looking for God really, and they're looking for God, but they're not looking in the right place. And I know, because I can understand what I live that too. And they have no idea, you know, no idea. And if they could just, you know, they come, and every Saturday I go to adoration. It's just so quiet and peaceful. It's just your time with Jesus. And you can hear everything going on, especially during October, and there's no other place you want to be than here. So hopefully people will find it too. And that's just kind of my story.
And I can tell you, I started coming here 7 years ago. And when I came here, basically I was drinking, and I still had my faith in God, always had my faith in God. Been going to church for many years, but something affected me, and I've been sober ever since. So I quit drinking and gave it all to Jesus, offered it up to him. When you're in pain and you're suffering, offer it to Jesus on the cross. Tell him, Lord, take this, help me. Because as you know, we all have to carry our cross. And it says, or Jesus says, take my yoke, because my burden is light and my yoke is sweet. So please, if you can, stick with Divine Mercy. If you're like me, you didn't know much about what was going on. I've been going to school, Catholic school all my life, but it really didn't affect me. I mean, as far as really hit me. But I think after returning home from being overseas in the military, things started to take hold on me. And it's just like what they say, Jesus forms you with his hands like a pot. And I believe it'd been forming me for a very long time. And finally, when I came here, it was over, it was done. He formed me to be what he wanted me to be here, helping at the Shrine of Divine Mercy. And that's what I do, and this is what I do with my time. I'm retired, and all I do is give my time to Jesus. I'm an altar server, I'm a Eucharistic minister, I'm a sacristan. You name it, I do it for him, my Lord and my God. So I ask you to, all you people, wherever you're coming from or where you're seeing this, please take the time out and think about Divine Mercy, the chaplet of Divine Mercy. Think about that. Think about these poor souls in purgatory, especially the ones that have no one to pray for them. That's such a long time for them down there. We need to pray, and we need to clean out purgatory. Let's bring them to the banquet of life. And with your help, we can do this. Pray the rosary every day. Every day. There's another thing. I'm up to 4, 5 a day now, just by coming here. This is what it's done to me. The Blessed Mother, an intercession to the Blessed Mother. You can't beat it. Pray. It's there. You ask for what you want, he'll give it to you. If it's what he believes that you need. It's all about faith. Show your faith. Here, here, here. God bless you. Bye.